Life is full of challenges, whether it's dealing with everyday stress, facing failure, or confronting personal adversity. The Stoics believed that these moments of discomfort aren't to be avoided, they're opportunities for growth. In this episode, we'll explore how Stoicism encourages us to embrace discomfort and challenges as part of life, and how cultivating resilience can help us face adversity with strength and wisdom. The Stoics taught that adversity is not only inevitable, but essential to our development as human beings. Marcus Aurelius, in Meditations, writes, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This is one of Stoicism's most powerful teachings. Whatever stands in your path isn't a setback, but an opportunity to grow stronger. Challenges, obstacles, and discomfort are like the forge in which we become more resilient. Epictetus, a former slave who rose to become one of the most influential Stoic teachers, also embraced hardship. He famously said, "Difficulties are things that show a person what they are." For Epictetus, facing hardship wasn't something to avoid. It was the means through which we discover our true character. We don't learn about our resilience when life is easy, but when we confront difficulties head-on. Seneca, in his letters to Lucilius, highlights the value of practicing discomfort even in times of ease. He writes, "Set aside a certain number of days, during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself the while, 'Is this the condition that I feared?'" By training yourself to endure discomfort voluntarily, you build resilience and diminish the fear of adversity. Adversity, according to the Stoics, is not just a part of life. It's necessary for personal growth. Without challenge, we become complacent, soft, and ill-prepared for the difficulties that life inevitably throws our way. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, wrote, "The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. You have to stand ready and firm for sudden attacks." Life isn't meant to be smooth and effortless, but a test of our resilience and inner strength. In modern life, we often seek comfort, convenience, and ease. But Stoicism reminds us that facing discomfort head-on helps us build the inner resources we need to thrive. Epictetus compared life to a banquet. When you are invited to a banquet, don't ask for the things that are beyond your reach. Instead, take joy in what is given to you. This lesson applies to adversity as well. By accepting what life offers, even when it's difficult, we learn to appreciate the strength it brings out in us. Seneca also talks about how hardship strengthens us. In his essay on Providence, he says, "A good person dyes events with his own color, and turns whatever happens to his own benefit." Instead of being a passive victim of our circumstances, Stoicism teaches us to actively engage with our challenges and turn them into something that benefits us. This mindset shift transforms adversity from something negative into something that works in our favor. So how do we practically apply the Stoic approach to adversity and discomfort in our lives? Here are a few Stoic techniques to help you build resilience. First, voluntary discomfort. As Seneca suggested, one way to cultivate resilience is to practice voluntary discomfort. This can be as simple as taking a cold shower, fasting for a day, or wearing less comfortable clothing. The goal is not to suffer, but to remind ourselves that we are capable of enduring discomfort. It's a way of training the mind to remain calm and steady, even when conditions are not ideal. Next, negative visualization, or premeditatio malorum. The Stoics practice this by visualizing potential adversity. Marcus Aurelius would often begin his day by reflecting on the difficulties he might face. He'd imagine rude or challenging people, unexpected setbacks, and other trials. By mentally preparing for adversity, you are less likely to be caught off guard when challenges arise. This practice strengthens your resilience and gives you a sense of calm when things don't go according to plan. Then, there's the dichotomy of control. When facing discomfort or adversity, remember the Stoic dichotomy of control. Some things are within your control and others are not. Epictetus teaches us that we should focus on controlling our judgments, reactions, and behaviors while letting go of the things we cannot control. By focusing only on what is within your power, you waste less energy on worry and frustration. Another technique is reframing obstacles. Marcus Aurelius offers a powerful mindset shift in Meditations. Our actions may be impeded, but there can be no impeding our intentions or dispositions. The mind adapts and converts to its own purposes the obstacle to our acting. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. When you face a challenge, instead of seeing it as an obstacle, try to view it as an opportunity for growth. This practice of reframing transforms adversity into a tool for personal development. Finally, developing inner fortitude. Stoicism teaches that we should not rely on external conditions for our happiness or sense of self. Instead, we should cultivate inner fortitude. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Building this internal strength allows you to face adversity with greater resilience. You may not be able to control external circumstances, but you can always control how you respond. Today's world presents unique challenges, but Stoicism remains as relevant as ever. Let's look at a few common modern challenges and how Stoic principles can help. First, work stress. Workplace pressure, deadlines, and difficult colleagues can cause stress. Instead of viewing these challenges as overwhelming, Stoicism encourages us to see them as opportunities to practice patience and develop our character. By focusing on what we can control, our attitude and response, we can navigate work stress with calm and resilience. Next, health issues. When faced with illness or injury, it's easy to feel powerless. Stoicism reminds us that while we may not be able to control the state of our health, we can control our mindset. Seneca wrote, "There is no easy way from the earth to the stars," reminding us that life's challenges, including health problems, can shape us into stronger individuals if we approach them with the right attitude. Finally, personal relationships. Difficult relationships, whether with family, friends, or romantic partners, are a common source of discomfort. Stoicism teaches us to approach these challenges with understanding and patience. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Instead of reacting emotionally, the Stoics encourage us to act with virtue, even in the face of difficult people. To build resilience and face adversity like a Stoic, here are 3 practical exercises you can start today. First, voluntary discomfort. Choose one small discomfort to endure this week, whether it's skipping a meal, taking a cold, uncomfortable shower, or walking a longer distance than usual. Observe how your mind reacts and how quickly you adapt to the challenge. Next, reframe your next obstacle. The next time you face a setback, instead of viewing it as an inconvenience, ask yourself, how can this make me become stronger? Practice seeing every obstacle as a stepping stone to growth. Finally, daily reflection on control. Each evening, reflect on the challenges you faced that day. Ask yourself, what was within my control and what wasn't? Focus on how you handled the things within your control and let go of what you couldn't change. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the impediment to action advances action. By embracing discomfort, we develop the strength and resilience needed to face life's inevitable challenges with grace and wisdom.